guys, today we're going to be going through a step-by-step of a few skills so you can get your head around on how to do this skill, what it's going to look like when it's finished, and how to teach it step-by-step. So we're going to break it up into a bunch of different sections, go through from the very beginning to the very end with drills in between on how to work on different body shapes, and wrap your head around teaching this and wrap your head around doing this for the kids that are going to be watching. Get keen, guys. Okay guys, find some space, we're going to get started on our warm-up. It's going to be specific for egg roll kind of thing, so it's not going to be a full in-depth warm-up head to toe, it's just going to be targeting those areas that we're going to be using. So again, bit of space, feet apart, swing your arms backwards, and we're going to go for about 10 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From there, swing forwards again for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From there, feet shoulder width apart, arms bent, and we're just turning side to side. And again, another 10 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, from there, doing lunges and you're swapping. So you can start in lunge position, knee comes down to the floor, jump up and swap. And again, 10 seconds that. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From there guys, feet apart, straddle, we're bouncing forwards, in the middle and behind, and we're going to do 5 rounds of that. So it's going to be 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5. From there, one leg forwards and just a standard lunge for about 5 seconds. So feet in line, pushing forwards, stretching out your hips for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change legs. And again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, on your knees, hands in front, reaching forwards on your fingertips and just stretching out your shoulders. And we're going to hold that for 5 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, chuck one arm out to the side, pushing down on that shoulder, trying to get it to the ground, and for 5 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. And again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice, crushed it. All right guys, let's get into some drills. All right guys, so our first skill coming up, we've got a 3G safety roll, side safety roll. So Jared's gonna give us a demo so you can see exactly what it is that the end result should look like. So have a watch and then we'll break it down into some drills. Very nice. Okay guys, so that's what we're working towards. Jared's gonna do one more again from the other side so you can see the back end of it. Alright guys, so now we're going to break that up into some drills and teach you how to teach it. Okay guys, so when we're breaking this skill down, it's good to get a start where you're rolling sideways. Most of the gymnastics rolls are forwards or backwards, so it's just getting a bit of a different angle. So get your person, get yourself, if you're the one doing it, you're going to be laying down on your back, knees bent at roughly a 90-degree angle, somewhere about there, wherever is comfortable for you. Hands tucked up, and those hands, knees and feet are going to be used to support yourself so your face doesn't go on the ground. So Jared's going to start rolling. Whichever direction feels comfortable to you is the way you're going to go. Use those knees and hands, and you're rolling yourself over to your back. When you're done, you can have a go of the other way. It might feel a little bit awkward, but practicing both sides is not a bad thing. Now guys, key things on here is your head is staying out of the way, neck nice and tight, so you can see Jared's head is off the ground, and you're just trying to keep that tucked position, okay? This rolls all sideways, but your head needs to stay out of the way. So one more time. So you're rolling over, hands and feet support on the ground, and you're finishing on your back again, guys. It's just getting that different movement from going forwards and backwards like we normally do. So guys, practice that a few times, see how you feel, and start to get a different feeling in these kind of rolls. Okay guys, after that standard egg roll, we're going to move on to egg roll from your knees from a little bit of a lunge position, just to start to get that motion with a little bit more power to it, okay guys? So Jared's going to demo first, and then we'll go through step by step again. So one knee's down on the ground. You can have both as well if you need to, but a lunge position is a good way to go. Nice. Okay, so guys, from that starting position, we'll break it up again. So for you or for whoever's demonstrating, whichever is your dominant leg. So for Jared, that's his left leg forwards. If it's your right leg, you're just doing everything in reverse. So from there, guys, hands are heading down towards the ground, as you see when Jared goes. Hands go down, and you're slowly lowering your shoulders and your back onto the ground in that egg roll position. And that finish is exactly like our last drill. Knees tucked up, hands in, and head off the ground, guys. So it's just a little bit more power getting into that roll, and same thing, changing that direction from straight forwards to a bit more on an incline. So one more, Jared. So again, dominant leg forwards. It's a really slow lower down to the ground. So hands can spot you on the ground if they need to. If they don't, they can just tuck up. If you're a little bit crooked, that's fine as well. This skill isn't exactly straight, okay? It's going to be wonky, it's going to be diagonal. It just depends on how you take, like your introduction into it is. Okay guys, so hopefully you're feeling pretty confident with those last ones. If you're not, run through them a few more times. For the kids, you might need a mat, you might need something soft just so they can get their head around that different movement. It can be a bit scary going onto your shoulders and your back. But again, hopefully you're feeling good. From there guys, now we're going to work on our stand-up position. So Jared's going to go again. Exact same drill, exact same lunge position, hands same on the ground. That orientation is the same, but at the end, you're going to be separating your legs and going into a lunge position again. So Jared will demo first, and then we can break it up. Nice. So guys, when Jared goes again, you can have a watch. It's that same transition across your back in that egg roll shape, but at the end, one leg, again that dominant leg, is going to be coming up, ready to step. And you can use your hands to push off the ground. So see Jared can do it nice and slow. So hands on the ground, onto your back, and you can see at the very end. So Jared, if you lay down on your back. So guys, from this position here, legs are still tucked up like we started with, but one leg is lifting a little bit higher, and that's as you roll over. So as Jared rolls this way, that leg is ready to step onto the ground and stand yourself up. And again, this can be crooked, it can be straight, it just depends on the attempt, but none of it's wrong. It's just as long as that leg is coming up at the right time, it rolls onto the ground, and you can push yourself up. Jared's gonna go one more time. So again, it's that lunge position, hands on the way down, you're keeping that head nice and tight so it's off the ground. On your back, and those legs come apart, ready to stand up. And again, crooked is fine, straight is fine. It's going to be at all different angles. This skill is one of those skills that just goes in funny directions depending on your power, depending on your step, everything like that. Okay guys, hopefully you've nailed all those last drills. Again, it's about getting your confidence up, moving in a bit of a crooked direction. If you're feeling good about that, we're going to move on to this actual safety roll. So instead of a full egg roll going across your back, now you're going more of kind of a diagonal down your shoulder and down across your other hip, okay? So Jared's going to demo it first so you can have a watch. This time, again, starting from on that one knee on the ground in lunge position, and that's just to control your power a little bit. If you go straight from standing up position, sometimes you can get a bit too much power. You lose your direction, you're not quite sure where your head's going to go, so it's good just to start small and build your way up. So Jared's going to demo first. Again, hands very similar. It's just instead of that full sideways rotation, it's a lot more like in between an egg roll and a forward roll. You're going diagonal across your shoulder. Jared's going to go one more time. It's quite hard to do this slow, guys, so you're going to have to fiddle with it a little bit. But have a watch of Jared's head. It kind of tucks out of the way. His arms are still guiding down to the ground, and that pushover is going a little bit more crooked instead of sideways like the egg roll. So hands, shoulder, and you're rolling crooked. And so guys, that orientation on the ground, from whichever leg is in front, it's hands followed by your elbow, your shoulder, then your back, and on the other side, your hips are the final point up before you stand up, okay? So watch one more time for Jared to see if you can do it a little bit slower. So leading hand goes down on the ground, that shoulder follows with elbow, back and hip, and then you're rolling up on the opposite leg. So it's a very diagonal across your body. Starts here, goes straight down and finishes on the other side, whichever way your roll goes. So guys, give that a practice. Again, grab a mat if you need it, especially if the kids are working on this. It can be a bit scary going that crooked over your shoulder, over your head. So grab a mat, give it a few practices. If it's feeling really awkward, it can be worth trying swapping legs and going the other direction just to see how that goes. Okay guys, work through all those drills. Any of those you can go back to, repeat a couple of times, get your head around it. Sometimes it's good to go back to those egg rolls after a few of the full safety rolls, just to again reorientate your shoulders, your body, and get a feel for those rolls that are not straight, not forwards or backwards anymore. So now guys, we're going to work on the full safety roll, which is going to be from full standing position. You can start feet together and step into it. You can start in a lunge position as well, just depends on how much power you need. So Jared's going to go first. We'll see one straight ahead, one from the side. And again, it's following that hand to the ground, shoulder, back, hip, and leg. And your legs, when they're in that midway point, are still in that tucked kind of fetal position, just to control yourself. Hands can always be used on the ground to help yourself on the way up as well. So step, hands, shoulders, hips, legs on the way up. And if Jared does it from the side again, you can see as well, core staying nice and tight, and his head, no matter what position, the roll's crooked, it's straight, doesn't matter. Your head always needs to be tucked in a little bit, and making sure your neck is tight so it's off the ground. So step, hands down, roll, and every time, guys, at the end, that dominant leg, so your starting leg is the same leg that is standing on the way up. And again, guys, use a mat to start with, grab some foam blocks, whatever you need just to kind of slow it down, especially if the kids are a bit worried they've got too much power into this. Give that a few tries, guys, and yeah, keep working on it. Okay, guys, hope you're keen for some strength. This is all going to be based around shoulder work, a bit of leg work, ready for those rolls, guys. Most important part of that roll is going to be keeping your arms nice and tight and also getting a good push off in that orientation. You see a lot of kids, guys, who when they're going for any kind of roll, they go down like this, they put their hands down, and then they push backwards the wrong way because their legs aren't doing any work, okay? It's really annoying to deal with. It's something you need to wrap your head around, trying to teach in different ways, trying to get a hang of what's going to get their legs working. Hopefully some of these strength skills will do that. So to start off, guys, we're going to start off with shoulders and arms work. So grab a box, it doesn't have to be this high, whatever box you think you're capable of or you think the kids are capable of. Feet up on top in push-up position, and we're going to be doing push-ups. They can be half push-ups, they can be full push-ups. It's just getting your shoulders nice and stable and getting your arms working. So we're going to do that 10 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and guys, you can see body's nice and tight, hips nice and tight, legs nice and tight, and it's just making sure that whole position stays well. 8, 9, 10. Nice. So again, guys, that's to keep your shoulders nice and stable for whoever's doing this skill. Those arms, when they lead into your roll, they're not on the ground for very long, but while they are there, it's really important that they're tight, that they're supporting if they need to, okay? If your arms are there and they're doing nothing, and your angle's wrong, your head is going to go straight down into the mat or into the ground, which is what we're trying to avoid. So next from that, guys, again, working on shoulders and arms, you're going up into that same position, and we're doing shoulder touches either side. So you're going to have one arm stabilizing, which is what you're going to need in that side safety room. So again, feet up on top, hips nice and tight, stomach tight, and we're going to do 10 shoulder touches, so it's going to be 5 on each arm. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now again, guys, if this box is too high for you or for the kids that you're teaching, grab something a lot lower. You can do it on the floor as well, but the important part is you don't want to see their hips wiggling forwards and backwards, side to side like that. A little bit of movement's fine, you can't avoid that, but it should be a little bit. If they're moving up and down like a bridge, you know it's probably too big a box or they're moving a little bit too fast, okay? Okay guys, if the box is too big, grab something a little bit smaller, but we're going to be working on that explosive takeoff, which is what's needed for any kind of roll, forwards, backwards, it doesn't matter. Explosive doesn't have to be super powerful to be explosive. You're just going from a standing position and you need to have that drive forwards or backwards, okay? Again, a lot of kids get caught up on not moving at all. Their legs just stay stock still and they're trying to use their body and their arms. So we're going to be doing box jumps. Again, small box if you need it, but the key thing is we're trying to jump up and forwards a little bit to get those legs working. So guys, we're going to do this 10 times. So 1, and again, every time, start from still again, okay? We're not trying to get a rebound at all for this skill. So 2, 3, 4. And guys, you can see when Daniel's taking off, it's a little bit of a lean forward, and then you're pushing with your legs, okay? It's not just a straight jump up, it's not just a straight jump forwards. That takeoff is diagonally up, and it's getting the best of both. It's getting power up, it's getting power forwards. And again, everything in proportion. So if you're doing a really little roll, it's going to be a really little explosive takeoff. You're doing a really big roll, it's going to be really big. But that orientation, that push, is exactly the same. Right. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Nice, guys. Okay, got one more exercise to go. Last thing we're going to be doing are candle rocks to stand up. So key thing on this, guys, I'll give you a demo first. So we're going to be doing 2 variations, just 5 of each, okay? So first one, feet together. You're rolling back in that tuck position. Roll forwards, grab your knees if you need to, stand back up, okay? That's the first one. Guys, it's just getting control of your body, getting control of that tuck shape, everything like that. Second variation we're going to be doing is a step out into that lunge position, which is how you're actually going to be finishing your side safety roll. So again, same start, down, rock back, then one leg comes forwards, and you're lunging, standing up, okay? So guys, for that first one, we're going to do some partner work. So one person is going to be standing on the other side, the other person is going to be doing the roll, and you're going to be giving a hand to them on the way up if they need to, because you're working on that tight body shape, and when you've got a roll, you're not going to be tucked up like this, you're going to be quite open, and that's hard to stand yourself back up doing this by yourself. So Daniel's going to be doing the rock, I'm going to be doing the arm helping. So one arm at a time, so that's one, we're doing that 5 times. Yep. So change arms each time. 2, 3, 4, and last one. 5. Guys, from there we're going straight into the lunge. Now for this, it's up to you if you want to swap legs. It's going to be your dominant leg that's doing the roll 99% of the time, but it's not a bad idea to practice both sides. So for this, we'll do 6, and we're going to do 3 on each leg. So left leg forwards when you're standing up for the first 3, right leg forwards for the other 3. And again, that partner can be there just to give them a hand if they need it, because there's not a lot of power coming from this. So only if they need it, guys. That's 2, 3. And again, guys, legs position, it's not going to be perfect. It's just getting the hang of those legs coming apart and standing up. 4, 2 to go. 5, and last one. 6. Okay guys, so that's a good list of strength skills you can work with for yourself, with your kids, whoever's learning these skills, just to start working those individual body parts that are going to be important for that safety roll, which is arms, shoulders, and your legs and your core, okay? Okay guys, hopefully all those drills, all that strength was super helpful. A lot of those you can repeat, you can go back over yourself a couple of different times, different ways, different angles, using mats, stuff like that. It's all just to get your head around this kind of skill, which is a little bit different to what we normally work on. So guys, when we're done all that, find a spot, we'll go through a quick cool down. Again, just those kind of body parts that we've been using for this skill. So start off, legs apart in straddle, and we're gonna do those bounces again. So we're gonna do 5 times in front, in the middle, and then behind. So 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5. When you're done, you can keep your legs in a roughly similar position, arms to the side, and just twisting, and we do that for about 10 seconds. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. From there, swing your arms backwards in circles. 5 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing forwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, guys, we'll do a quick quad stretch. So one leg off the ground, pulling backwards, holding for 5 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good guys, give arms, legs a bit of a shake. And again guys, hope those drills were useful. Keep practicing those skills, keep working on different kind of variations of those drills that we went through, and good luck training.